Hey, Summit Learning Institute community. I just had to come on here and share my reflections of today's Living on Purpose event. Naturally, I'm always excited whenever we hold an event, especially because the focus is on inspiring, empowering, and educating others to move toward fulfilling their lifelong goals or their short-term, long-term goals, taking charge of their life and realizing their dreams. But I think the most important thing that happened today was actually having my daughters there, of course, my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter, who is an entrepreneur herself. She has 5 stores, online stores. She's selling her creations through Creations by Naila Iman, and she has 3 other stores. She has Solely Gifts, she also has Health MXR, and she has an Amazon store, and she has another store where she's selling pet apparel as well. And I think the most powerful thing for me was checking in with her to find out what the business and entrepreneurship session was like for her. I was humbled and honored to hear her say, it made me think about some things that I need to work on regarding my own business. Here she is as a 16-year-old realizing because her vision is big, she could see as a 16-year-old business owner that there are still things that she needs to work on, skills she needs to develop so she can become the business leader she envisions. Well, one of the things that I talked about was the importance of developing in the area of the 4 W's. So what are the 4 W's? The 4 W's that I believe, and I'm not the first person to come up with this. Many leaders have talked about this topic. The 4 W's are knowing who you are, why you were born. So once you understand who you are, then the next question you need to ask yourself is, what were you born to do? What is your purpose? Because once you're clear on your purpose, then it can drive the decisions you make. And then the next one is, what is your source of inspiration? What inspires you? What do you anchor yourself to when you feel discouraged or afraid or anything else that might be in opposition to what it is you envision for your life? And then finally, what is your hope for the future? What is your hope for the future? Before we can do anything as entrepreneurs, before we decide to launch a business, I don't care how passionate you are about that business, you need to be in a position to where you are clear on the answers to those questions. Why? Because knowing who you are and knowing what you were born to do should align with whatever you do. If you do that, if you are clear on that, then what happens is your purpose then it's the driving force for everything you will ever do in life. And if you are clear on your purpose, then once you start the business, regardless of how many hours you put in, once you start that job, once you start the leadership position you decide to take, you will never, ever work another day in your life. Because when your work is aligned with your purpose, it does not feel like work. It is you fulfilling your purpose, meaning you are doing exactly what you were born to do. And when we do what we were born to do, we are making our mark in the world. It doesn't feel like work. It's something we actually love to do. Every decision I make, I can do it with integrity because I align every decision I make with my why. Why am I here? What am I doing? My decisions are aligned with that. And I'm clear about my values, what I believe. So any opportunity that comes to me, if it doesn't align with my purpose, that opportunity is not for me. And that's okay. That is something I can pass because what I am certain of is if I am fulfilling my purpose, Regardless of how long it takes, if I'm fulfilling my purpose, the opportunities will come. And I just have to be patient with that process so that I can do everything that I do with integrity and make it clear to people that I can't be bought with a price. What I notice is all of us are passionate about what we do. At least most people I know, they're passionate about what they do. But what can often happen is when we're not clear on our purpose, we're not clear on our mission, and we're not clear about our vision, every opportunity that comes, we jump at it because the money sounds good. The problem is we find ourselves for hire, and then we start to look like opportunists. So be clear on your purpose. Make sure that every decision you make is aligned with that, because all opportunities are not good opportunities, and it is okay to leave money on the table for someone else. So I'm going to end there. I'll be back to talk more about purpose.